Hello, everyone, Randy here, and we're playing Farm Expert 2017. Haven't played this game in quite a while, been meaning to get back to it here, so finally getting back to it here for at least one episode anyway. And just looking at where we left off here, not even sure myself, so just checking out the fields before I started recording here. Looks like we have them all plowed and cultivated. And from the looks of it, we're working on running lime on the fields. I don't know if it actually makes a difference or not. Unfortunately, there's no hired worker option, at least that I've seen anyway, for it. You can do fungicides, insecticides, herbicides, and fertilizers. So yeah, again, no option there for doing lime, at least that I've seen. So anyway, this episode, hopefully we're going to start doing some seeding, and I suppose maybe we could probably do some fertilizer. Maybe that would be a good idea. And I believe you can have up to 4 hired workers at once. So that should get those 4 fields done, and we'll start seeding here. So what do we want to get? We got barley, canola, and wheat. Quite a bit of barley. Let's go with the barley, I guess. Fill the seeder. And again, a little bit different playing this game than it is Farming Simulator. Of course, the fun part here is getting out of the gate with this seeder. Something I guess the game developers didn't consider. I mean, obviously you get out doing what I just did there, but I don't think you can actually fold the seeder anyway that I know of. Okay, it should be ready to start seeding here. And we really don't need the markers down, I don't think, do we? Why not? Seems if the markers actually line up for our next pass or not. That might be interesting. And also one of the things I definitely want to get to in this game yet, we haven't got to yet, is definitely trying out the orchard part. That's kind of the biggest thing. That's definitely something different than what Farming Simulator 17 has. Can we lift the machine? No, it does not lift the marker up either, does it? Okay. Well, looks like that's actually going to line up pretty good. Again, with the marker there, we can just put the center line of the tractor right down that. Ooh, it's actually kind of hard to see from in the cab, though, isn't it? Kind of like a sun glare going off the windshield there. And the back camera's really dark. Wow. And again, for those of you who have not seen this game before, a little more 3D-ness to the fields in this game than what there is in Farming Simulator. You know, the Farming Simulator fields are very flat, nothing much to them. And a little bit of a 3-dimensional field here. Maybe not quite as much as what Cattle and Crops does. For those of you who have seen the Cattle and Crops previews I've done, you know, it's not quite to that extent, but it still looks, you know, a little more real life-like, I guess you could say. The textures maybe leave a little bit to be desired, especially like the seeding here. I think that could definitely be improved on. I'm not aware there's been any recent updates to the games, at least not that I know of anyway. Could maybe actually check that out, just see what the latest developments in this game have been, if there's any. Again, this one, as far as I know, is by Playway, I'd like to say. They are the developers here behind Farm Expert 2017. Well, I have to say the screen on the side here looks really nice. Definitely have a bit of detail there, RPMs and speed and all kinds of good stuff there. Got 2,500 RPMs there. Work hours, 827. I wonder if that's actually right or not. Mileage, I don't think that's right. I guess you never know. We'll have to pay attention to that. We are at what? 83,648. It'd be really cool if it was, but I doubt it. The right marker is going down. Actually, probably don't need the marker for this one. This will be about the last pass. Probably a little narrow strip left yet. And we could probably hire a worker to, or actually be 4 workers there to finish the remaining 4 fields that need to be sprayed yet. Yep, definitely don't need any markers down for this one here. The one thing I still don't quite get is why they insist on having multiple camera views. So you start with the in-cab one, you switch up to a close-out third person, then to another a little bit further out third person, and finally even further out third person. Like, why not have just one third-person camera that you can zoom in and out as needed? Why do you really need, 3 different ones? Okay, on to another field. And maybe we'll plant this group of fields in Barley, and then maybe we'll plant the other group of 4. Works out pretty good with 4 fields there, because like I said, again, unless they've changed it, you can hire 4 workers at a time. So let's go ahead and do that here. We'll hire, we need ones for this group of 4 here, these 3, and then that one. Oh, I need to be at the home, right. So we're in that one. Where's the other tractor? If we go to the Massey, there we go. Well, okay, technically not a Massey. It's, what was this again? This is a Galadone. You can tell they don't have the the proper licenses from the tractor manufacturers. Yeah, nothing particularly wrong like that, but you can still tell, what the tractor is. That is a Massey Ferguson tractor. Okay, what do we want to plant? Potatoes, beets. Can't really harvest any of those. Be cool if we could, though. Peas. Let's do peas. Why not? Oh, wait, we need to fertilize first. And then we'll get some hired workers going on planting as well. And just double check. I'm pretty sure it won't let you do another Barley. Let's see if we do Barley on this one. Oh, I can. Oh, is it 5? Okay. Find out. Can I do another worker? I can't. Oh, maybe they changed it. It used to be, I think it was pretty much 4, or maybe it was 5. Seems like we got 6 hired workers going now, unless I've miscounted here. Not going to complain about that. You know what? I might as well just go to our tractor there. Oh, perfect. It lowers the right marker down to you. Nice. That's here, what, 9:46 in the morning, April 2nd. And like I said, it's definitely been a while since I've played this game. Been wanting to get to it, just too many other games to play, in summertime rolling around as well. Summertime in real life, that is. Doesn't quite cover up the marker, does it? Nor is the marker, I just noticed this. The marker's not being left where the actual end of the marker is either, is it? Okay. Interesting. And we should be able to see some other hired workers going out on the other fields there. This mark actually isn't where it needs to be, is it? Interesting. Now that one actually lines up where it's supposed to. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with this marker line, because like I said, it's not down the center line of the tractor, which is... What is that over there? Can't quite tell. Have to get out and look here. Oh, that's a bird. Okay. I thought that's what it was. It just looked a little weird from the distance here. Well, again, the marker's off. Interesting. I don't know why I'm actually bothering to use the marker. I'm actually just following the side of it here. The side of the cedar, that is. And again, for those of you wondering, is this game worth checking out or getting? Well, I would say that depends on how well you like Farming Simulator. If you like Farming Simulator type games, probably definitely worth checking out. You know, question here being, is it as good as what Farming Simulator is? Probably not quite. And the only reason I say that, if you compare Farming Simulator 17 to Farm Expert, they're probably both about the same. You know, Farming Simulator 17 maybe a little bit better. What makes Farming Simulator 17 a lot better is the fact that it has a massive mod community behind it. You know, Farm Expert here, to my knowledge, I don't know if it has any mods or not. Actually, might have to maybe check on that. It is supposed to support mods, at least that's what they claimed anyway. I've never actually really taken the time to look into that or not. But again, that's the big advantage that Farming Simulator has at the moment. The Farming Simulator by Giants, that is. They obviously have the mod market cornered at the moment. One thing this game probably does have a little bit of an advantage over Farming Simulator, and that's the management side. You can pretty much sit at the main farm and manage everything if you wanted to. Again, I don't find that to be particularly fun myself. I mean, obviously some of it, but you know, if you'd much rather manage the farm than actually do the work, that is something you can actually do in this game as opposed to Farming Simulator. I mean, you can do some of it in Farming Simulator, but not to the level you can here in Farm Expert 17. Like I said, you can pretty much just sit on the main farm there and run everything from the main screen, the control screen there. Okay, and I'm assuming the fertilizing is probably done, so we can hire a couple more workers here to seed the remaining 4 fields. And we'll probably do those, like I was saying, I think, what do we say, the peas there? We'll plant the remaining 4 fields in peas. That's right. We'll be planting peas. So that means you got to eat them, right? Okay. We'll go back to our, again, Massey Ferguson tractor. And employees, we want to peas. So peas on that field. That one. Oh, we've reached the limit. Oh, okay. It is 4 then. That's what I thought. Not sure why we were able to hire more before. I guess maybe the fertilization was that quick maybe. That might be why. And by the way, a little tip here. If you don't want to wait for the hired workers to finish, you just save the game, and then the work is done instantly. You know, as opposed to at this point, you can see the workers go on there. Ooh, I wonder what happens when they get close like that. It's a good question. Obviously, I know what happens in Farming Simulator. They just sit there like I don't know what, and just sit there and do nothing, but... Okay, we almost have this field done here. And like I was mentioning, according to the screen there, our fields all need lime to them. You can probably tell. This one here, I think this is the one we did. Soil acidification is light. The rest of them are all large. I don't know if that actually makes a difference or not. Unfortunately, there's no hired worker option to put lime down. And we also have the largest lime spreader at the moment, which is like 4 or 5 meters wide at the most. Maybe it's 6. Maybe it might be 6. It's pretty small. I don't know why it's so small. Definitely doesn't seem right to me that the lime spreader's that small. Root ability sower. Yeah, definitely working on our abilities here, apparently. And they'll have to get all the fields sprayed with herbicide, insecticide, and pesticides as well. Definitely want to do that for the best yield. It does make a rather large difference as far as yield goes. Like I said, I'm not sure if the lime does or not. When the game first came out, it did not make a difference, even though it was kind of partly implemented. With the lime, it didn't actually make a difference, and they probably have changed that. Like I said, I'll have to go back and maybe look at the change log, see what has all changed since the last time I played, which has probably been a couple months, by the way. Probably go up back and look, but like I said, it's definitely been a few months. Okay, let's just drive past the hired workers here, see how they're doing. They are staying out of trouble here. I know, right? Hired workers staying out of trouble. I think they're doing a fine job. It does seem like, by the way, the hired workers just use all the same equipment, for those of you wondering. So it's always the same seeder. That's always the small seeder, too, by the way. I don't know if there's one smaller than that or not. But it's definitely one of the small seeders. These are marks left by the plow, by the way. If we come through with a cultivator, I think that I did that on this side. That's why this side's a little bit better. I must have missed that side or something. Come through with a cultivator, and that'll smooth that out, by the way. For the most part, anyway. So anyway, with that, folks, I think we'll wrap up the video here. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.